Fatherland is out in theaters, latest film from Paweł Pawlikowski starring Sandra Hüller and Hans Zischler. Shot in black and white, square ratio, remarkably short runtime, just 82 minutes, mostly German as a spoken language with bits of French and English as well. It is based on true story and real people. The year is 1949. The famous German writer Thomas Mann, played by Zischler, is living as an expat in California, having escaped the war and the Nazi regime. He now travels back to Germany, first the West, then the East, with his daughter Erika, played by Hüller, to be given awards and to give speeches in the hopes of sort of reawakening the old German spirit as embodied by Goethe in the minds of his fellow Germans, who seem to want to draw him in and use as a symbol of either capitalism or communism, depending on the side of the border. So I really wanted to like this film, but I think it's the weakest of all the ones from Pawlikowski I've seen. It is, for my taste, too intellectually subtle, too laconic in exploring the fascinating themes that it establishes. I think there's a lot to discuss with regards to the Cold War division of Germany, the retribution for Nazi regime and the people living under it, not being directly complicit, but in many ways enabling it. The morality of escape from such regime and having the apparent moral high ground from a safe place. The tension between father who attempts to stay deliberately politically vague and neutral, and daughter who is much more defined as anti-Nazi. But none of those themes feel fleshed out, and in fact they barely feel talked about. The story kind of skirts around them, implying things and suggesting them, but never really addressing them. And perhaps that is what was missing for me. I wanted Pawlikowski and the actors to sink their teeth into the material, but they really don't. It feels too subtle and avoidant for its own good. I would also argue that it requires pre-existing knowledge of Thomas Mann and his family and the post-war Germany situation, which I had to a limited degree. And I feel that for a scholar of the times and people involved, this would have been a more satisfying picture. Cinematography looks great though. I love the staging and framing of some of the shots and sort of who and how is included in them. Some really interesting choices by Pawlikowski. I like the music. Performances are fine, but again, I would have liked to see more of that sort of front and center. Interesting film, but for my money, doesn't quite achieve the same level of compelling that Ida or Cold War did.